Welcome, everybody. I will be right back. The lag can sometimes be a lot when everybody's doing that much. Can be crazy. So I'll be joining General Rock here, and I will, as soon as we get more people in the stream, everybody, I'll go ahead and talk about the GoFundMe link that's in the bottom left. But while you're waiting, if you want to go ahead and click on that, because obviously at the beginning of the stream we're going to have a couple people, so gonna wait till fill up a little bit more, and then we will talk about that as the game begins. Go ahead and jump up to the clouds. Two minutes to a wall drop, everybody. And we're going to be looking at AA Network as the middle point, going down to Hugo's farm, cattle sheds. AA Network is one of those ones that is pretty even. You have more places for the Axis to get some coverage in the back than the Allies do. The Allies have a lot more opening on the opposite side. What we tend to see is the Allies crash forward, try to get behind these hedgerows, get a couple SLs, and these trenches in for the Axis. You'll want them, if you're playing Axis, to put some, sign somebody to just try to rush up here and get the satchels right up and along, and so they can take out the Allies that are setting up shop on the other side. Now the Allied artillery is going to be another way. I mean, the Allied artillery could focus here to try to prevent that from happening, and then shift back towards a hard cap. Over here, we do a 5-way. Notorious for seeing a whole bunch of opening slugfest going on. Back and forth, back and forth. Around we go. But this is key, because you don't want the both sides. I mean, if the Allies control it, then they could leak behind AA Network. I'll be able to get a whole bunch of bodies to flank them from the rears. And then from the Axis perspective, or sorry, from the Allies perspective, you don't want them, the Axis, to push up here and get crossfire on your push as you're trying to make yourself go around there. And then to the east, the wheat field is always a wild card. You never really know who's going to attempt to get through there. But whoever does can have a really big role, but it's not that common. Take a look at the loadout. Nice Panzer. Trucks off the middle. 101st coming into the top. Puma over to the right. Everything is nice and quiet. Long-range rockets nail a truck! Yes, they do! A whole bunch of bodies! Fall victim. Another run the rockets. And one Allied truck that was destined for this hedgerow makes it with one SL Doc able to make it here. Unbelievable. And that OP is going to be worth its weight in gold as the Allies stream on forward. Raspberries coming on down. We'll see if the Allies can crash that outpost to get some pressure there in the hard cap. Just get 6 raspberries inside the circle B plug. Coming around to the back. Working our way through the trench. We'd like to see these trenches get mined on A network. We saw plenty of beautiful mines the other day on this point. Don't be one! Loses the battle against low cortisol. And the Axis with a pretty straightforward capture off the opening, surprisingly. Although, after the truck snipe, not too surprised. Actually, to be honest, we do have HQ already active along with SPA that we just saw being launched over here to the east of cattle sheds. Round sails on forward. Panzer IV and a Luke's back here to help support. Cap goes back in favor of the Allies just a little bit. They got a couple more raspberries inside of here, but I don't think it's going to be... Okay, a couple more. We have Cuds coming over to the left. Cud's trying to get an angle of what's going on behind the hedge here. And so is Arrow to the opposite side. Looks like they're going to pop both of them. That'll be the last OP for the Allies, at least for the moment. And 9th Panzer Division will come away with the first cap. Safe Haven Sauce in Gardens duking it out. Stewie. And then the Allied position is not looking good. They lost the Gardens garrison. We have 2 OPs near hockey sticks. 2 garrisons to the right. They're going to take a little bit of time to get back in shape. First step will be to recapture Gardens. Leaf blower, Colonel Blaze down below. Trying to push towards 5-way. Sherman 75. Got a good angle there on the hard cap. Panzer IV is back on the road south of the strong points. Allies begin to dedicate more forces over here to Gardens. Garrison situation for the Axis looks pretty good. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 garrisons, I believe, established. Take mark comes in on the Sherman 75. They get one round of the P4, but they think they're going to need a backup. I don't think they're going to get a backup, maybe. Unless they take out the P4? No, I think the P4, okay. They did get the first shot in. Okay, so the P4 finding a safe spot here behind the hedge. Got a repair station going up to the right. Rodriguez over to the left. Pop, Flappy. Zoltov, Berg. Build up, Tonka. Coming a little bit closer here. Supplies falling over there to the far back. Allied commander is Arctic Fox. Typical commander for 101st Airborne. Getting at those backline garrisons. Nothing too crazy going on. We do have one blueberry zombie looking to take out that opening SPA. Over here in the background. Tires on fire on it. Zombie. It's going to mark it real quick. I don't think 3 rockets to the booty will do it. We'll see, though. I don't know if I've ever encountered that. Usually it's satchels that I see. Looks like zombie has been spotted over to the left from Viper Actual. .105 continues to fire off. Panzer IV coming up from the middle. We do have the other P4 over by 5-way. Sherman 75 alive by Gardens. 9th Panzer, very good line east to west. Coverage is perfect. Only have one SL over to the left side that has potential to break through, but I think it's just a Recon SL. Yep, Recon SL. Always a good test of a team's ability to hold the front line is what their leaks look like. In this case, Nice Panzer not letting anybody to leak through. And for 101st, we just have some movement over to the right, trying to skirt around the border. Do have a Stewie looking like it's on its way, though, to maybe plug in the gap. Pick a pair. Carp. Fleet Burno. Holding this line. First bombing run actually called in right away. This is a Allied bombing run going straight to the hard cap. Commander Arctic Fox not wasting a moment. SAMC 143 maybe be the only casualty. SAMC survives. Bomber run goes right through for the supply truck. Oh, and the Axis commander just happens to be in the area perfectly, right in the middle of the bombing run, and I probably can't believe it. SAMC with the AT loadout. Good advantage after that bombing run, taking a couple hits. Cuds. Taking a nice scenic route. Front line still looks stable. Nothing crazy going on. Both tanks, though, repairing on the flare. Artillery may be called upon them here in a moment. Panzer IV comes up on top of Hockey Stick and destroys the Stewie, it looks like. B-Plug did get behind the 75, or get in front of the 75. Bold move there by B-Plug. Patton coming on over. Raspberries though, nearby. Patton looking to distract the 75 maybe. Panther jumps out. Brown sails on forward. Rocket. Panther saw the blueberry by him, but not 100% sure who it was. So jumps out as a precautionary measure. 75 will back up behind the hedge. A little bit of penetration happens right front door. Blueberries making their way towards cattle. Tanks are pushing up, helping to clear gardens. 75. Going against the P4. Gets one shot in. P4 hits the hedge. 75 is going to have the advantage maybe here for just a few seconds. Nope. Panzer IV fires back. Ricochets. 75 crew. Panther, Cowboy, Logan pushing forward to get that final shot in, and they nail it. The P4 goes Baba Dewey. Sherman will back up, offering support on the push towards Hockey Stick. Backline still looks very clear here. Rocket sails from the left. SAMC with a long one, but it just ricochets right off the front. Gets blasted in the building. artillery falls right by the medium 75. Airhead called into the northeast. Now, 101st does have a garrison nearby. Prep did manage to get an outpost over there on the flank, and 9th Panzer's going to have a really good opportunity to flex around and push them from the rears. And they can potentially wrap the entire 101st Airborne line. I'm kind of curious if that air is going to get called out. We do have a 75 approaching from the top right HQ. So they're going to be up here momentarily, everybody. Fortunately, tires on fire, doesn't hear about it. Airhead will land nice and safely behind the hedge. We do have the commander and another tank coming on forward. Spawn should come in around the 113.57 mark or so, I want to say. Supply truck is booking it straight here. That'll be Commander Arctic Fox, I believe. Yep, sure is. Arctic Fox should be here in time. Airhead spotted. Arctic Fox. Oh no, he gets shot out of it! Takbo nails it. Patton, Sam C. Only 2 blueberries. Only 2. 9th Panzer not committing everything here. Patton, Sam C. Sherman 35 lines up the perfect shot and takes it out. Now the Allies are gonna be okay, but I'm just worried about this prep squad wrap around, and plus now Tear is out to the back. Recon SL is gonna be able to provide intelligence to the team on enemy tank positions and possibly find some garrisons. Front line begins to go in favor of 9th PC. Gardens is holding, but you could see the pushback all along the front little by little. 101st hasn't been able to get anybody in the back line. Just one single raspberry. General Norwood been able to get back there. 76. But yes, thank you for joining me tonight, everybody. I'm your host, Smithers, for this Winter War League matchup between 101st Airborne and 9th Panzer Division here on SMDM with 8 Nemrick as midpoint. So far, we have seen 1 camp going to 9th Panzer Division, and now they're slowly pushing 101st Airborne forward. And be sure to take a moment and check out the GoFundMe link over there on the bottom left. Also in the video description, and the QR code is also available. And this is, I highly encourage you to read up on it. But one of the members of our competitive Helios community, Batter, they have lost their 7-month-old in a tragic and unexpected event. And so this is to help them. So be sure to check out the GoFundMe link. You can find right on the screen. Wanted to make it as easy as possible. So please, I encourage you to go there and to give whatever you can. Whether it be $1, $5, whatever it may be. Every little bit helps. .76 over there to the left of Cattle. We have the medium 75 up there to the top right. 9th Panzer Division slowly pushing forward here. They've made a little bit of breakthrough here towards cattle sheds. And it's one of those things where we all get so sometimes involved in this game. You just got to remember that there's life outside of this. There's life outside of this hella loose, these competitive matches. Everybody here is in lives and real events and Life happens. But the community tends to be really supportive during these times. I've seen it happen on multiple occasions. GoFundMe's be established and people reach out and give whatever they can. I've seen goals of 500,000, 15. I mean, I've seen multiple ones being reached. So it's always good to see. I mean, even though teams beat the crap out of each other on these maps, it goes to show you that when real stuff comes up, they're there to support each other. And here with the GoFundMe is another perfect example of that taking place. I believe the goal was almost reached, if I remember correctly. I'll just actually go ahead and refresh the page real quick. So yes, currently sitting at 2,700 out of 3.5K. Be sure to check out that link, everybody. One Tiger down below. They did tank out this Jumbo 76 that was right behind the hedge. So that will not be able to support 101st Airborne anymore. Blueberry's getting on closer to cattle sheds. 5th point is Winter's Landing. Just got to keep that in mind. Fully offset from cattle. Another Allied tank coming down below. Looking really good for 9th Panzer. Raspberry slowly getting pushed out. Or Denny. Doc. Coming on forward here. Doc puts down the garrison. They're going to have enough time as we see the camp progress tick on over. Proxy satchel goes off and clears out a decent chunk of blueberries. Camp progress stops, but a counter satchel makes its way to the other barn. But that garrison will be vital for this 101st defense. Snipes, Baum on the left. In the left barn, Raspberries in the right. And it's always interesting to see how cattle sheds develops when it comes to stuff like that. Where you have one side and one barn, and the other barn being taken over by the other. Another Raspberry wave, save wave, makes its way forward. And the Axis begin pushing up their armor crews. We got a medium 75. Next 76 being crewed in middle HQ. So that'll be on its way. Allied SPA begins to land on front door, but I think 101st should be able to escape this just fine. Tiger for 9th Panzer begins to point out here. We have Girth Brooks, Wheat, and Gandalf. Getting some solid peeks to the hedge. Bombing run called in. This will be a 101st Airborne bombing run. Unfortunately, it's going to go right between all the blueberries. Unless Snipes and Sam C-143 push on forward there. Nope, they're going to run out of the way. Oh, no, they do get him. Or somebody gets him. Arrow goes on through. Arrow is not phased by the bombing run one bit. Tiger continues to splash. No backline penetration by 101st. We do have Baker Squad. Looks like Baker Squad's been found. Looks like we got one tank that tried to sneak get over there to the far left. Panzer IV, Tiger, getting a little bit closer here. And they nailed the 75. No, there's a truck. Oop. Getting a little too excited. 75 is somewhere. We got the 76 approaching back. They're about to go right over this trench. They're probably just trying to get some updated intel on those Axis tanks. We got a Puma coming around to the right side. Okay, so the 76 can hold back for right now. They know they don't need to get too risky here with the push. Gus bus. Oh, just about to give you a nice little POV, buddy. For Raptor War Daddy. Salt off Burke. Satchels go off on the barn. They get cleared. Blueberry's on the opposite side. That little bit of camp progress comes in. 101st still has the garrison over there to the left, right behind the stone wall. Gorlami getting a couple solid frags in the back. Gonna be able to find an OP or two. Gorlami comes around. Artillery's locked in on the Gary. Gorlami looking for it. The Gary's in an irregular position. I honestly don't know if I've ever seen an allied garrison placed right there. Oh, but the artillery smashes 2 out of the 5. Boy burnt. 4 Raptor. Viper Actual pushing their way in. Big Daddy just trying to get some more outposts inside of there, so you can keep the bodies pumping inside the hard cap, and a round lands right inside. The Panzer IV is staring right at him. Oh, the Panzer IV crew. Round comes in from the left. War Rat. Big Stew. Boss Sox. And the rockets pulverize it. Satchel player coming around the back. Gorlami. Sure, we saw. Let's go. That was Gorlami coming over to the rears. Pops Bible. Gorlami's going to sneak around to try to get this medium 75. Lucky Dice, Infernal. Sparky. Gorlami may have already used his satchel actually on Cattle Sheds itself. Camp progress comes in on A network literally just from a couple raspberries. Nobody in sector except for one blueberry up to the top. So, 101st will get a little bit of cap weight. Now, Major MJD could have a really nice outpost. We do have Dog Squad to the rears, but unfortunately, his recon won't be able to do a double support swap. Tiger. Gonna go try to take out that Stewie. Stewie got a little bit of damage on him, but so far they're okay. Tiger ricochets off the Stewie. Counter rocket. Sam C143. They finish off the light tank. Viper Actual coming around the left. Viper Actual doing a little jumperooski. Gets side shot in on Tiger. Gonna look to get a booty shot here in a moment. Tiger's gonna back up towards the hedge. Yeah, Viper Actual somehow was able to get a pin. Aiming towards the front. Viper Actual. Oh, the Tiger's burning pretty badly here. 101st reestablishing the line. They've cleared out the cattle sheds, and they are good to go. They just got to nail this Tiger now. Tactical furball. Has the M1 Garand, not approaching the Tiger yet. We'll get a POV of tactical furball. Maybe seeing it in a moment. Should see the smoke. Yep, tactical furball's gonna line it up. Oh, I think he got a ricochet. Gonna load up another one. The pressure is on, no doubt. Feels the weight on his shoulders. Gonna run up here. Maybe we got some more Rocketeers. Long or low cortisol over there to the far left, but tactical furball is gonna have another one. 4 Raptor. Tactical furball. Fires! Just a little bit short. Viper Actual is going to give it a shot. Viper Actual waits. Striker. Oh, pops him. And the Tiger will be okay right here in the middle of the open field. Still backing up. Look at the repair action going on. Girth Brooks on the back. Nadel. Jumping up top. Oh, no, they don't. Rocket comes in on the from the right side. It came in from low cortisol, I believe. Flappy snipes. Another rocket. Oof! Nice shots. Defense just got a recon to worry about. Major MJD. Percante. NATO. Percante. Percante gonna just take a second to dismantle. Supplies maybe real quick. Yep, get some. Always good to notice those enemy supplies running around. Jumbo 76 entering the front line, trying to get an angle on that Tiger. And they do. They nail it. Removing that key axis checks piece. Got an airhead falling to the back. Love Squad should be over at Rodriguez. Coming out forward. So is Patton from the left side of our screen. Peace strike. Lands over there to the left, but the Sanks have moved off of hockey sticks just barely. So unfortunately for Commander Arctic Fox, will not see that happening. Rodriguez throws the grenades and takes care of the mobile spawn point. Over to the left side, though, the Axis did lose another Tiger. 2 Tigers wiped in the past minute. Big loss right there. Nice victory for the Allies. Nice comeback considering what they've been through so far. Axis dropping an airhead right front door behind the wood piles. Actually, it's a stack. It's not really disorganized. It's more of a stack. And there we go. Tactical furball takes care of it. Just fine and dandy. Captain Arctic Fox, or yeah, Commander Arctic Fox. Leaf blower. Strat Daddy. Trying to help clear the hedge. General Rockville. Oof. Strat Daddy. Let's go get a POV of Strat Daddy. See if he's going to be able to get some solid hedge clearing. But we got a peace strike coming in from the Axis. Stuka is something that we don't see be very successful here in SmithersCast. I'll admit, this Stuka is landing right here by this jumbo. Oh, right to the left butt cheek. Captain Fleaburn, jump out, take all that, get those repairs ready to go. Poseidon Gaming asks, Smithers, when Vietnam comes out and the competitive scene gets established, will we see plays of the week from each division or game of the week highlights? Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, there's so much content I want to do, buddy. There really is. It's, I'm working on, I cycle between 3 different long-form videos right now that I'm trying to finish up. But yeah, I mean, I have more content than I could possibly imagine that I want to publish. But for sure, I mean, I'll try to make sure to highlight as much as possible in Vietnam. I mean, there's going to be some crazy plays, and I mean, it's going to be bananas. It's, yeah, I mean, for sure. I'm going to try to pump out as much as possible. It's going to be chaos because the competitive scene right now needs streamers. And I try to stream as many games as I possibly can that time conflicts allow. And I imagine when Vietnam is let loose, it's going to be, I mean, gosh, the teams are going to double, triple, quadruple. Who knows? It's going to be crazy. So I just got to make sure I make time instead of streaming, that I make time for making long-form content. It's always the battle. It really is. Garrisons go up on the front line. A network. Everything looks good for 9th Panzer. No backline shenanigans. Everything is okay. 101st. Trying to establish a nice straight line, but unfortunately dealing with a few wedges at the moment. Stryker. Here's the 76. Stryker. Coming on over. Stryker comes over to the back, gets Fire Raptor. Stryker puts it down, and the 76 crew will be going Bob and Dewey. Oh, wait, hold on. Fleabird. 1, 2. Stryker. Stryker's roaming around. Stryker burns at outpost. Stryker. Oh, look at Stryker go, baby. Guns down Carbad, gets Coyote, man. Stryker cleans house. One-man cleaning crew. Mamma mia. Unbelievable. Stryker taking out the 76 and a whole chunk of raspberries in just a matter of a minute. Get Strat Daddy. And Stryker's like, I'll take cattle sheds by myself, buddies. It burns another outpost. Mamma mia, Stryker. Zal over there to the left. Go take a look over here on this part of the map. Palm, Yun, Nato Percante. Going against Jumpier, Duffy, and Bible. Grenade bounces nearby. Not too sure who that was. Oh! Ritz to the rear, Gorlami. So far, Hunter First only able to get a recon SL into the backline. Not much else. 9th Panzer Division just laying on the pressure. They did lose 2 Tigers. But as we just saw, the Allies lost to 76 of that satchel. Bildo. Bildo wants to use the rocket. Bildo. Bildo, hold still. Why it's so juicy? Josh McD coming forward. Josh McD shreds them with ease. Cat progress still coming in on cattle sheds. Can 101st Aero hold on again? More Daddy. Salt Dog Burke inside. Trying to defend the garrison. Oh, Salt Dog Burke. Zop. Going for the garrison. Snipes. It's right there. Snipes goes up. He's going to go for the dismantle. And gets it. And just like that, the Axis look to be in really good position to go up 4-1. 51 minutes left to go. Allies bringing 176 up there to the northeast. These tanks are trying to crash back, but it's just not enough. And the Axis go up 4-1. What a nice start here. Very nice start here by 9th Panzer. 101st getting pushed back. Winter's Landing is the 5th point. 76 retreating back to friendly lines, getting a better or just repositioning. Don't want to get stranded out in the open. Mastodon, Patton, Desmond Davis. Mastodon. grenade toss. Throws it. It may have hit the tree branch. Throws another. Pan gets wiped to his right, and Creep Man gets taken out. Ginger Squash burns an outpost. Gonna dismantle supplies. 101st looking to just reset their line. Garrison's getting placed. Commander Arctic Fox setting up another garrison to the east right there. And now they're just watching out for airheads being dropped at the very far back. Blueberries making their way to the west. Rocket sails in, nails snipes. "48 minutes left to go, everybody." And remember, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit that like button if you could, please. Duffy over here to the left. Tonka Tiny Dinko cleans him out. Recon still in the back, just trying to finagle some things around. I won't be surprised if they start getting a little bit closer over here to the top of A network, just to be able to wipe those spawns. Sergeant Jumpier. Good house. Right on the opposite side. Good house. Peaks. Jumpier. Jumpier. Good house. Good house tries to put down an outpost, but it says the enemy is too close. He's a little confused. He lies low, so does Jumpier. Jumpier turns around. Mr. Goodhouse. Looking to peek the other way. Jumpier begins to shift forward a little bit, and Jumpier... OP is placed by Mr. Goodhouse. Jumpier crawls forward a little bit more. I really want to see the resolution to this. Jumpier crawls forward a little bit. Greyhound's coming forward. Greyhound sees the outpost. No, they do not. Mr. Goodhouse crawls back to help. Rocket comes into the side of the Greyhound. Jumpier runs over to Mr. Goodhouse and... Oh, Jumpier wins the 1v1. Does he hear the radio? No, does not. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Jumpier. Ah, there we go. Oh, wait, hold on. Crush spawns in. Ah, nice job by Jumpier. Okay. There we go. There we saw the end of the story. I was waiting for that. The airhead was called in around Winter's Landing, but I think it was squashed. I think they're all over that. Cortisol fires a rocket, nails the side of the P4. Gonna have a couple more bazooka rounds ready to go for that one. No cortisol. Takes a shot in the bush, though. Looking for the perpetrator. Nails him. Zombie. Take a second to bandage. And wiped. And the Axis slowly begin to get forward, although they're... Oh, the area did go live! Oh my gosh, up there to the very top left. 9th Panzer Division gets it established. And they got 2 SLs coming off of it. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. That is all the way back here. Where is this freaking thing at? It's over here in the very far corner. Super deep. And the blueberries will rush on forward here. Ritz falling behind Arrow. Making their way towards a hard cap. Garrison's not that far away. Ritz jumps. Commander Arctic Fox popped in the wheat field. Proxy satchel placed in not too far away from the garrison. It should get it. Raspberries make their way forward. Safe haven. Dr. Grubb. Gorlami mows one down. Garrison gets destroyed. So Hunter First knows they got a big issue in their back line. Gorlami. Safe haven. Gorlami waits. Safe haven. Gorlami wins the 1 vs 1. Cuds dismantles those supplies at the wheat field. OP's not that far away. Gorlami's going to work his way forward. Burns it. Gorlami checks C. Nope, nobody spawns in. He knows he's good to go. '76. An SPA. Looking to wipe out. The Axis spawns up here to the north. We just have 1 OP left. Rocket fires long range. Takbo still alive. Honed out by the hedge. Takbo holds fire here. Lets the infantry walk by him. Takbo. Good trigger discipline, but... Oh, no. 76 sees him. Takes him out. Gorlami comes on over. Tires on fire. Jumps out for a moment. Gorlami comes to the rears. And puts the satchel on the SPA. Oh. Gorlami. The Bubba. The Bubba loses the 1 vs 1. Camp progress begins just a little bit. Just pure sector right now. We got 1 blueberry inside the circle. Hunter First trying to get something going from the east with that garrison. SPA backs up right into this, buddies. Oh, SPA, everybody's running away. No, and down she goes. Gorlami satchel strikes. Okay. If you're just joining me tonight, everybody, I am your host, Smithers, for this Winter War League matchup between 101st and 9th Panzer Division here on SMDM with A Network as the midpoint. So far, we have seen 2 captures, both going to 9th Panzer. Now they're approaching Winter's Landing. If you have a moment, be sure to check out the QR code GoFundMe link at the bottom left of the screen. It's one of those things when there's a tragic loss in the community. Everyone in Hell Let Loose tends to come together and unite and give whatever they can to support whoever needs it. And this is one of those nights. So be sure to check out that link in the video description, or you can use the QR code in the bottom left of the screen. Ginger Squatch pushing forward here. Coming up towards Winter's Landing. Camp progress begins to come in for 9th Panzer. Just overwhelming the 101st Airborne defenses. And it's looking really good for them. Strafer one goes on through. Bubba for Raptor. Inside. Jumbo 76 is one of the last things standing here. 9th Panzer Division rolling ahead. Another rocket to the right. Another rocket. 101st has a small chance to hold this. The Blueberries, the 76 has to get a couple splashes inside the circle. Artillery's dialed in real close as well. Do we have any garrisons for 101st? We do in the top right. We have a defensive bomber run going right over that garrison. Should be able to take it out. All right, yes it does. Okay, so 9th Panzer will lose that launch point. 76 still alive, backing up. Splashing nearby. Don't think 101st is out of this just yet. They need a really big spawn wave from that Gary to at least get in sector. Got it. Some raspberries still outside. There we go. There's the big spawn wave. 101st starts rushing back. You need to see some smokes, most likely. The Doctor with the MG. Trying to suppress them the best he can. There's so many raspberries. Like all the rockets towards a hard cap, that's very good. Cap progress stalls, of course. The Doctor gets overwhelmed by M1 Garand rounds. I was waiting for that big spawn wave, and there she came. Love the counter rockets. Keep those pouring forward. So many rockets. A lot of rockets. It doesn't look like they're hitting anything, though, unfortunately. Camp progress comes back in. Garrison established over to the left HQ as well. That'll be a nice big boost. 76 went back. I think they got to the repair station. Plus, they have the ammo resupply. Garrison right behind the building, so 101st can bring in reinforcements over there as well. Explosion happens to our right. And that was a Stewie that got taken out. 50% cap now. Reinforce has been dropped. We have 2 heavies on the verge of pushing in to finish this off. Tiger tries to mount the hedge. Unfortunately, the hedge says no, not today. Garth Brooks and crew. A little disappointed at their Tiger's inability to get over there. Other Tiger, though, streaming on forward. Major Monkey. Hauling on 66 and G. Working the way towards hard camp. 76 is well marked. Tiger pulls up slowly. Tiger going through the trench. 76 sees it. I think Tiger got the first shot in, but it's not going to matter anyways. Big spawn wave won it first, but no. 9th Panzer Division will come away with the 5-0. All right, buddy. Well, congratulations to 9th Panzer. Go and give our commends to Commander here in a moment. There we go. Jesse. Especially after getting taken out by that supply truck, or the bomber run driving around the supply truck. All right, buddy. Well, thank you for joining me. That will conclude about 10 hours of streaming today. And so the public match from earlier and everything, but was a doozy. But yeah, thank you for joining me today, everybody. And be sure to, once again, check out that GoFundMe link down below and in the video description. Have a good one. And I'll see you all tomorrow.